Hello, my dear souls of darkness and light, and welcome to the first commentary about my book. I asked you to leave comments, you didn't. Almost nobody watched it, so who could, but that's okay, we are just beginning, yes? The story will be there in its entirety. So if you walk upon this video, just go to my playlists and see what this is all about from the beginning. So this is gonna be about entry and prologue. Without your questions, I will just tell you what I had in mind. Yes, what was the problems, what was the inspirations, if you are interested in this sort of thing, the creative process, and maybe some other day I will come back to some comments and answer them. So, about the entry. I really have 3 things to tell. It's very short, yes, 4 minutes long, so not much to talk about, but of course it opens the book, opens the story. And the idea was to put an idea in your head that there are people of all races, yes, that worship death in this world. And this is like a crucial part, a core of the story. Death. Yes. The subtitle, yes. No, it's Souls of Darkness and Light. Yes, Tome 1, Living Death. So, of course, it will be crucial, yes. And I chose to come up with like a fragment of a book, like a death Bible, yes, a holy book of all worshippers of death. And this entry is like their mantra. They're chanting it in their gatherings, yes. Like, like teach us and guide us through the misty centuries of life. Call to yourself to fulfill the purpose of life, yeah, to direct our aimlessness and lead us to fulfillment, yeah. So they are like living for it. They are worshipping this god, these gods, because there are 3 associated with him, which is of course the god of death, the goddess of suffering, which comes with death usually, and the god of wrath. So like it comes after. And it's like, the suffering leads to death, yes? Like people suffer, yes, they want revenge, they want, justice, they want to vent their anger, and they rush towards conflict, towards, death, yes? Then death comes, and after, rot. So, second thing, I started writing it in 2012, 13 years ago. It took a long time. I wrote it for 9 years. Yes, so 5 years ago I finished it. Then before publishing it was, a lot of struggle to find a publisher. And then I published it like 3 years ago. In Polish, of course. Now you are getting it for free, part by part. And the first line, she was with us from the very beginning. It comes from a game that came out in 2012. Yes, Darksiders 2, one of the trailers. Like, it started with, like, he was there from the very beginning, yes? Death.
He was there from the beginning. A power that exists at the end of all things.
And then it goes, it's very similar. I was inspired. I cannot, deny it. Like this, he was there from the beginning, like a soldier on the battlefield, something like that, an assassin Yes.
A soldier on the battlefield, a criminal in the shadows. Every great atrocity, every feeble passing, he stands witness.
Like every great conflict, every something. Like he was there. Yes, and he will be the last face you see. Yeah. So like, of course, I didn't wrote it word by word, as you can see, but like the core, feeling, like this legend, this, this story being told through generations. Yes, in this case, by people who worship the god of death. And third thing about the god of death, like I'm trying to come up with names that are either original or they mean something. So, for example, we will come to other examples, of course, later in Prologue, like Gabriel, Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, yes. But here, of course, in entry, we have Kirgotha, which is really like goth, yes. She is like suffering dark goddess, yes. So I just goth and Kir, yes. The god of Rotamonius. So, like, to embody this word, yes, Rot in the name, it's like you can think that it's like, too easy, yes. But in my head, it's like the names of these gods, like, for example, the main antagonist is the Reaper, yes, the incarnate of death. So it's simple to make this connection, like the Grim Reaper, yes, the death itself. But in this world, they don't know the concept of Grim Reaper like we do. So in this world, Reaper is this demon, yes? And like this concept of Grim Reaper comes from existence of this demon, yes? And you, as a reader, can immediately associate it, yes, with death. So it has two meanings, really. But the god of death, Grim Mogot, so it sounds super lazy, is it? Like Grim God. Grim God, yes. Dark God. Like it's super easy. But it is, let's say, a translation. Translation from a pagan Slavic god. Yeah, and his name is Chernobog. So it comes from Czarny, means black, and the book means God. Chern, Bog, yes? So Grim, God. Yeah. And Chernobog is like, it doesn't have a lot of, lore behind it. But basically, if I remember correctly, some German monk was describing Slavic people, yes? Słowian Pułapskich. And he described like them worshipping these two gods, like white god and black god, yes, Białobog and Czernobog. And one of them was like a god of fortune, and Chernobog was like misfortune, yes, evil black god. And it comes from that. Chernobog, Grimo god here, is the god of death. Yes. Simple as that. Okay. About the prologue. It's unfortunately the most hated part of my book. Like, I don't know why exactly, because some people compared it to the entrance, yes, to the first, how Lord of the Rings starts, yes, which for me, it's like to compare it to Lord of the Rings. Like, when I saw this review, I was like, oh, I have this. Where is it? Oh, You see it? It's from Lord of the Rings. And some rings, yes, from Lord of the Rings. We'll see if... Yeah, okay, it doesn't focus closer, so I think you can see it, yes? Okay. So, like, compare it to Lord of the Rings, it was like my highest accomplishment when they wrote reviews. So, you know, it was like the world is changing, yes, I can see it in the water, blah, blah, blah. So, like, I wanted to introduce this world first, yes, because I avoid exposition, yes, really, when it's unnatural. So, if characters talk extensively about something that the whole world should know, yes, then it's like breaking the immersion. Yes, why do you say it if everybody knows it? So I, as a narrator, wanted to introduce the world, like set this knowledge, this myth, what happened ages ago that kickstarted the entire plot. Yes, and everybody in the world knows it. So I see no point to like weave a bit of this into characters' dialogues. Yes, of course I could like take these bits and as a narrator like explain it, but then it will like prolong the narration in the chapters. Yes, so I wanted to tell you this myth, really, this story, like the first thing to get to know the world and what happened 1200 years ago. And of course, we begin with the title, How It Was Remembered. And it is one of my favorite pieces. No, I don't want to spoil too much, but like the idea was to put this idea immediately. Then this is how they remembered it. The story can be deceiving. The story is written by the victors. So this is how they remembered it. And you will see why I don't want to spoil that fast. And of course, at the beginning, I say that the world of Dara, devoid of strife and discord, for times immemorial, was always a safe haven, yes, the retreat. Created as a retreat among countless worlds saturated with war. And it gives you this idea that they idealize what was going on before. Because later, I tell you that there was no wars or crime of mass genocide, yes? But thieves, murderers, and rapists were sent away to the goddess for the judgment. So they killed them, yes? So maybe it wasn't that roses and, roses and honey. Like they had this need to punish, yes, the evildoers. So already, like there is this spark. You should see this little bit that they killed each other before, despite the fact that their goddess, the mother goddess, that gives them dreams, which I will talk about in a moment, she forbids it. Yes, and I will not lie. It's a parallel to a Christian God. Yes, it says clear as day, "Thou shalt not kill." Yes, period. It's not like thou shalt not kill unless like he did something wrong or unless he has different beliefs. No, thou shalt not kill. Period. But people, of course, like it's in the name of God, yes? we kill in the name of God. Not anymore, but, you know, a few 100 years ago, yes. Crusades, witch hunts, all this fun stuff happened. Like if you were a woman herbalist, you will probably get burned on the stake. Or if you mouth off to your husband, it's like, oh, witch, the devil is in your heart. Yes, fun times, fun times. So it's not like the Mother Goddess is a representation of a Christian god, but the concept that she forbids, yes, do not harm my children that I created and put in this world, and they still do. Yes. Why? You will see in a moment. The next I introduce is elves and dwarves. So it's like a classic, of course, classic races, yes, of fantasy. And here comes the thing that I do constantly. I've heard and, of course, read, yes, in many books that they are elves and they are things that we can associate with. If I created, I could, but if I created like absolutely 100% fictional everything, yes, there won't be humans, there won't be elves, dwarfs, there won't be angels, demons, yes, nothing that we can associate with, yes, then it will be probably very confusing. At first, of course, if you read a lot, yes, for example, the whole saga a few times, yes, you reach deep into the lore, then it will be clear. But at first, it would be a lot of new names, new places, new concepts, new everything. So I didn't want to overwhelm that much. Of course, like demons. My first idea for demons was not demons; it was Acherusians. Yes, they come from Acherus, but I wanted them to be called demons. Yes, even though in my story it doesn't mean the same as here. Yes, they are not like, you know, evil spirits from hell. Yes, they are just beings born from magic of their god. Shh, not yet. And they are like born from darkness. Okay, I will tell you. They are born from God of Darkness. Yes, and angels are born from the God of Light. But shh. The rest will be revealed much, much later. Bit by bit. And like we associate demons with something bad, that's why it's like that. Yes, they are called demons. So we immediately associate that they are bad and angels are good. Yes. So back to the elves. I had this crazy idea that, okay, they are elves, they have pointy ears, they have, you know, rule over nature. Yes, bow. Every classic trope. Yes. But they look a little bit different. I will in later chapters describe one of them. But I can tell you, like they have like different skin, yes? Like a bark almost. Like, you know, not as hard, yeah, like, not like Groot, yes? But you know, like these patterns. Yes, like bark patterns on their skin. Except face and some women parts. But their religion involves the seed, yes. Countless millennia ago, a seed fell on Terra, and from this seed, the whole life sprang out. So now you have this idea that maybe, really, because with religion, you never know which one is the right one, yes? Is it Mother Goddess, or maybe a seed? Or maybe both, or maybe neither. You decide. But I had this crazy idea that What if they are aliens? No, not really, but like imagine this seed, yes, coming from space, a seed, but it's really a comet, yes, or an asteroid, lands on the Earth, creates this claw-like, it hit and it looks like a claw. Yes, this crater. Or craters are usually, never mind. And it has some, life forms in it. And from this comet, a tree comes and then spreads the seeds around there. And after millennia ago, later, from the primordial meadow, elves come out. This was the idea. Or at least they are believing in it. Yes. Maybe it's the truth. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, next is dwarfs. Which, to be honest, I don't right now put much attention on it. It's like, they are hard-headed, like dwarfs, stomping, boot on the ground, work, inventions. Yes, Smithy, classic. So I need them to advance the technology of the world. Yes. And they are atheists, basically. Like they remember their ancestors, of course, family values and all of this stuff, but they don't have any deity. Okay, and Hulks, of course. Somebody told me that Hulks in my book are basically kobolds, yes, but I don't see it that way. They're like these mountain-dwelling regal beings, yes, purple coat, yes, looking like reindeers, antlers, yes, singing in the mountains. Yes, they are like a romantic race, yes, very mysterious. So when I implement them, they are always like, whoa, it's one of them. And I wanted something original. I think I never heard. Maybe I'm not well read enough about like half reindeers, half people race, sentient race, yes, that sing songs and they are very good in medicine and herbs. Maybe you will tell me. Is it a ripoff or I never heard about something like this? Okay, and now we come to the main event. This, a retreat among countless worlds saturated with walls. There, no discord, no quarrels, no wars. And then angels come. And angels, they do not play around. Believe me. Like, they are the embodiment, yes. I wanted them to be devoted 100% to their task. Which I say, like, no world was pristine before their arrival. Divinitus was the only answer. Everything must be cleansed. Yes? So if you, I don't know, say, I don't believe you, there won't be any mercy. Maybe not death, but they will take you and try to, they won't leave you alone. Yes? Like, okay, believe what you want. Yes? No, because every single, like, sign that you might divert from the path of light in the future, yes, if you say I don't believe in your path, in your way in life, it means that you can be like an saint. You can be a saint right now, but if you say I don't believe you, they see it as in the future you might come to darkness, yes, and they cannot allow it. So they are unapologetic, yes? Is it a good word? Merciless, unapologetic, 100% devoted. And, of course, There are many religions in the world. Seed, Mother Goddess, godless dwarfs, hulks. They do not know a path of light. But humans, unfortunately, they like power very much. So they see these powerful beings, yes, born of light. And to save themselves, basically, they betray their beliefs, yes. There are some, prophets and seers that tell everybody that even Mother Goddess came from Divinitus, yes. She is one of the children of light. So it's like, okay, angels were like, okay, that's how it was remembered. Okay, believe what you want, but above it, as long as you are devoted, yes, like this is the agreement. I told you that they are unapologetic, but like if you put Divinitus higher than your god, yes, and like say that, okay, this Mother Goddess is one of the light, and you worship light, you are devoted, okay. Besides, they needed humans and they created saints to battle demons, yes, to gather the army, let's say. Or maybe even, cannon fodder or whatever. They slaughtered everybody who disagreed, unfortunately. This is how the story goes, usually, when it comes to religion, different kinds of religion, and you don't have, like a moral standard for the world, for example. Like, European Union or something, let's say, in our, like if you are in a European Union and you do something like this, of course, every other country, this, no matter what the religion is, will intervene, yes. I hope. Now the demons come. And of course, I described it as this dark event, yes, that the sky blackened, that, the ground tore, cracked with dark magic, yes, because it's scary and they have power of darkness, yes, and people don't like this. It's a stuff of nightmares, yes, and they look scary, yes, they are not beautiful in their true form, let's say, because, like I say later, Bethesda is like, they cannot live outside their world, Acherus. They are born of pure magic, yes. So if they want to be in there, they need human bodies, yes, or elf bodies, dwarf bodies, whatever. They act a little bit different. They don't care about humans or elves. They are just attacking angels. So if you read between the lines, you see that angels targeted only races of Dere at first, then demons come and they attack only angels. Yes? So, I don't say it directly, but imagine yourself in this situation. Yes? Let's say you are sitting right now at your home and angels come and tell you that your god is the wrong god. You need to believe in Divinitus, yes? And if you don't, they will indoctrinate you or kill you. It's better to kill you than to let you worship something that could lead to darkness, yes? And then, the whole world is at war, yes? Indoctrinated, yes? Imprisoned, punished. And then demons come, and they are scary. But they fight the ones that oppressed you. So what do you feel now? Like, yes, I don't describe it, but that's the idea. And of course, we have a Reaper now, or as I like to call him, the Reaper. And with the Reaper, I told you, like, it's, of course, the Grim Reaper, yes? Incarnate of death, so Grim Reaper. So it's simple, but in this world there are no Grim Reaper like we have, yes, in paintings or something. They did not have a concept of Grim Reaper before the Demon Reaper came, yes? And then this myth of this ghost, of this demon of death, yes? Commander of demonic legions and, sower of misfortune came. But like with the Reaper, it's a long story. Because it's, I don't know. For me, it's like a destiny fulfills that I did this book because a long time ago. I don't even know if I should tell you this because it's super silly. Super silly and dumb. I don't remember even which year, but this movie about a game came out and it was called Doom. And there was this character, ID Reaper.
RRTS Special Ops clearance verified. Handle ID, Reaper.
And I was in cinema. I shouldn't be. I was underaged. But my mom like put me in the cinema and then went home just to, for the officials to, the security to see like, okay, he went with his mom. It's fine, but then she left. But I heard this sound, ID Reaper. And I was like, it sounded like, all of them was like Duke, Sarge, Priest, yes? And he was the Reaper. And I was like, I felt this, like he is the guy. And basically, like when I could, like if I had some nick in an online game at this time or something, it was Reaper. Because of this. And then when I was writing my book, yes, it like clicked together. Like this story is about death. So what will I call the main character? The Reaper. So it's silly, but it's like I told you, it's destiny fulfilled because I had this feeling like with this name, like the Reaper. Like it, vibrates you. Like it's fierce, yes? Like every name that has R in it, it's like, like you are growling, yes? Like Reaper. You know what I mean. Basically, it came together for me. Like this name, yes, the Reaper, the Grim Reaper. And then I created this and decided that I will write it about death, yes, and twist it around. So of course, the main character had to be called Reaper because it's not only what I knew that affected me when I heard this name, but also poetic, yes. Reaper, the Grim Reaper, incarnate of death. Yes, all of the things I told you already. So take it as you will. Is it silly? Is it not silly? This is the story. Okay, and now we move on to the battle. Yes, Gabriel versus Reaper, and it's basically like the Reaper is much more powerful. Which first I wanted to show this that the power of death, it's like that, unmeasured. Yes, it has no end. If you are dead, it's boundless. Yes, so it's not like really strength, but more a power of wits. Yes, of morals. Like Gabriel accuses him that you came here and killed my brethren, killed so many people. Yes, you are evil, you deserve to die. But Reaper is like angry with him. Like, what did he say? Like, yeah. He was like, insolent, sanctimonious, feathered hypocrite. Yes? These three words, like insolent. How dare you? How dare you say this? Yes, sanctimonious, like you are so, high with your own power, with your own, you are so great. You are always right, yes? Hypocrite. Like, to come here in Dere and indoctrinate people and kill them for their beliefs, and then accuse this demon that basically came after them because they ran away from the Acherus and tore the barrier between the walls, and the magic is leaking slowly, destroying the home of demons. So Reaper, death can move between, life and death, yes, between realms, between dimensions, easily. So he brought everybody here to basically take revenge, yes. And they targeted only angels. And, of course, those who supported them. No innocent lives. Yes, it wasn't mindless. That's the crucial part. Like, they were targeted towards angels and their supporters, and no one else. And now we come to one of the most important characters. Yes, Reaper is one of the most important. And then someone who constantly I will tease you a little. She will come back, yes, mentioned, etc. Bethresda, which I describe. I sexualize her very much. I admit it. But there is a point to it. It's not just, to appease the male audience or someone who likes this sort of thing. I will not spoil you why she is like that. Why she are that beautiful and that vain, yes? She has to show her body, yes, sex appeal. And she revels when people react, yes? Use the word succubi, yes? But it's more like a concept created by the people. Like demons who invoke this sort of, appeal, yes? They are not succubi in Ahirus, yes? She is demon of anger with unmeasured power, really, which I will come back to sometime later. I won't spoil anything, but there is a point to everything. And by the way, I want to give you this. What's it called? Nawias in Polish. When you take something, never mind. I want to implement this recurring thought on your head that everything matters. Every word matters. If you don't understand, then you must wait. Because I promise you, every word matters. Okay? So I describe her as this super sexualized, beautiful woman, yes? Really coming on to the Reaper, yes? She's like, grabbing his hand, yes, and putting her hand here, yes? And like, what will you do? What will you want me to do, my lord, yes? And he is like, yes, he's not interested, of course. But she likes this sort of thing, and there is a point. It matters, really. It's not just a pretty face. Trust me. We will come back to this later. And of course, now we come to the closing lines of the prologue, which I cannot talk almost anything about this, yes? Like the last words of the Reaper. He is trapped in this gem, in this sword, yes? Like the sword is, I don't know what to compare it to. Okay, it will be stupid, but the sword is a vacuum, yes? He put the sword in his heart, put the gem, and the gem is a bag, yes? And it like through the sword sucked him into this, you cannot Like take this stone and do this, yes, and trap him. Like it has to come with the sword. Yes, it's a conduit, yes. Maybe. They vanish, yes. And you see this process. You now know that angels have this technology to trap demons in gemstones. Yes, in some enchanted stones. But not just like, come here, I trap you, and then throw it away. They have to sacrifice themselves. Yes, Gabriel says, like, I enslave your soul and bind it with my own. Yes. So it's like another crude, yes, like you imagine this vessel, yes, this cup, and you put the soul inside, but there is no lid, yes, and without it, he could, escape, yes. So the angel's soul is the lid, yes, and it entraps him, yes. And of course, I cannot tell you a lot about this, but think about this, yes, throughout the story, throughout the entire story, what happens about the last words of the Reaper. His soul is trapped, yes, it's sucked out, he is weakening, but he laughs. He laughs like a maniac, yes. And he says, I have to read it because it's like, it won't end here. You are delaying the inevitable. I will be free, and I will do what I intended to do. He looked into the angel's eyes with a smile. If I were you, I would be careful about what I leave as a legacy to people and how vulnerable this world is to us right now. So it is very significant that he did this. But okay, a little teasing. Yes, for you. Like, why would he laugh and say that he will be back? It means that it was part of his plan, yes, to get trapped. And if it was his plan to get trapped, he has planned to get out. Is he? And this world is very, very vulnerable right now to magic. So who knows? Who knows what will come from this magic later? Or what? What did angels leave as a legacy to people? We will come back to this later. A few chapters later. You have to wait a month. I think it will be maybe 2 months. Yeah, I think 2. Maybe 1.5. It's like chapter 6 or 7. So 7 weeks. Yes, I post 1 chapter a week right now. So I think that's all. Maybe later when I talk about chapter 1 or any other. Yes. And by the way, there are 22 chapters. So in 22 weeks, the story will be over of this tome. Of course, I am creating second one. So maybe you saw this instead of the actual book and you have questions. I invite you to listen to my voice as I read my book and this and ask questions because I love to know your ideas, your points, your criticism, even if it's constructive, of course. If you say, oh my god, it sucks, I'm like, what am I supposed to do with your information? Yes, it's like, I don't know. If you go to Gordon Ramsay, I'm not saying I'm the best, like, world famous, of course, like Gordon Ramsay, but let's say you go to Gordon Ramsay and you say your soup is shit. He will be like, okay, get the hell out of here, bastard, you donut. Yes. If you say, like, I don't like this because something, then I can agree, maybe even, and then try to fix, like, this sort of problem. Yes, this, I don't know, pattern. You don't like some pattern. And I hear, like, 10 times that this is annoying or something, or some character is annoying, then of course the story isn't over. Like, I have idea, of course, for the entire story, but I can tweak some things. It's not a big problem. Yes, if it doesn't, if you don't like the story, then it's not a story for you. I'm sorry. Yes. Or maybe you misunderstood something. Then I will explain, just so you enjoy it more. Yes, without anger. Like I'm a soul of light and darkness. So, thank you for listening, and I hope I will see you in the next one. Chapter 1 is already on the channel. Chapter 2. We will hear each other. Bye bye.